Welcome back, everybody. We just got a another case. So here we go. Start it here. Specify what the 30th of date. Ask what the date is.
No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately. It is not a good time.
Alright, well, I guess let's see it. Call Scott Lamar. Okay. Let's call him.
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back. It is not a good time. Daily Flicker, July 30, 1935. ABC affair, no progress. The alphabet murderer is still on the run. Ever since the police found the connection between the Bexhill and Andover affairs, the inquiry has barely progressed. In this issue, we are publishing provocative letters sent by the killer to Hercule Poirot. Unfortunately, they have not yet helped to find him. Daily Flicker, July 30, 9. In this issue, Daily Flicker, July the 26th, 1935. The Bexhill Horror. Young maid strangled on the beach. Killer struck at midnight. Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
Point at the order is essential knowledge that is an emergency. We'll go with X. But Y would be him.
You're right, Hastings. It is an emergency.
At last, Poirot, you're being reasonable. Poirot, you were right. I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find. We've missed the 6:45 train, but we have plenty of time to catch the night train.
Gotta look at everything.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag. I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time.
Okay, now I need to compare the letters, which are right there.
It is not a good time.
Okay, maybe not. Let's see.
Miss Hastings tore the envelope. Poor Mr. Poirot. Not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps? Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time it is an easy one. Cheston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It is a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC.
Okay.
Poor Mr. Poirot. Not...
Okay, now I need to compare them, I'm pretty sure. And the only way to do that is at this desk. There.
Right. Let us compare this new letter with the second one.
I'm ready.
Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this I is weird. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
Okay. So it's the I.
Yes, this I is weird.
Is it the E?
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Okay.
Yes, this I is weird. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Right, let us compare this with the other letter. Yes, this I is weird. However, the characters in the two words do not match. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Okay. Let's go.
Let us examine the characters in this
I
word.
didn't say that word.
Yes, this I is weird. Yes, this I is weird. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defect. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Does the other thing have a D in it? I don't think so. B, W. Okay. see W's. Is there any W's in this one? Capital W's? I'm not seeing any. If y'all see anything, speak up now. We'll try the T. Some things stand out, some things don't. Where was the T at? I lost it. T.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Okay, that's not it.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Alright, we'll try the L.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Okay.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
G.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
E.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
C.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Alright, let's see if I can do this. No.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Alright. Alright.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
I don't see any D's in this one, so I might be wrong on that. D. There it is, D.
No, this character does not appear to have any defects. Let us examine another word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
Oh, I can't use a clue. Nice.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Alright, P is...
Let us examine the characters in this word.
I really can't use a clue.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
Oh, come on. There we go.
The W is not printed properly. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Jap has decided to reveal a detail as to the... Okay. Why does the murder warrant us so elate? The letter C was sent at the right date. The bottle... whiskey piece of envelope with the wrong address. We'll go with this Y and this A. No. Because it's the error on the address.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard. Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jap.
Hope it rings for a long time because it's on the other side of the room.
I have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
Here we go. Let's begin. This crime scene reminds me of another. I used to play a game before this. It was Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. That crime scene looks similar to his.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friends. I will come soon.
Let's go over here first.
Jab has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth. A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms. Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
Yeah, he's wealthy.
An Oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Okay. There's keys in it. Okay, something's not working well with this piece. It's not letting me. What's going on here, but it ain't obviously it should.
It is pointless.
It's pointless. What's pointless? Okay, let's look at the ground first.
Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises. The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush. Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder. An ABC guide, the murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
Personal. Investigate the crime scene.
This place is very calming. The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening. The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
It's hiding.
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. What was Sir Michael's position when he was killed? Let's see what occurs. The body was still warm. The body was found over the bush surrounding area. Okay.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut his throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Did Sir Michael see the murderer? Ooh, I must say no. Okay, put this one on X then. No. Okay, that's Y. And then... Oh, okay.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing.
The killer was an opportunist. The murder was carefully planned. See why?
The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
Theft could have been the motive for the crime. The murder was very violent.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Okay, I'm gonna end this episode right here. If y'all enjoyed, leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe for more. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Later.